Alright, let's take a look at the damage. Cool, we have a kid. No, we are... Alright. Lost 9 units, which is not as many as before, so progress. Mangonel can deal some damage, potentially. Alright, let's take a look here. That is a very well protected Polybolus. We still didn't. Alright, let's say that one here. Maybe just take XP. And I don't know that. What opinion? I'm not sure. I'll think about it later. All right. So we want to clear this out as much as possible. That's not where I wanted to go. Be cheeky using the route. The flanking bonus. Okay, so we can get rid of that. Next, we want to work on this stack. Banjanel. I feel like we have more orders to play with. Can pull this up. Alright, we're getting good access to this polybar. Definitely want to pull in Katas. Or sorry, Kushites. I know that I should advance that far. I think it's better to actually close in here. Okay. Couple cataphracts left. Now we want to keep pumping out catas, which implies we're going to need all our gold. Sorry. Might want to pump mangonels there. Okay. Going to upgrade some mangonels. Don't know about whether I can actually kill that one. Okay, that cleans up that front. That looks pretty good. We get brutalized here a little bit, but feeling pretty good. Also have some of these upgraded, which is great. It's now time to... Oh, we upgraded, we don't have any more wood. That's unfortunate. That's okay. I'll just go council everywhere. Okay. I want to cut out here, actually. $1,200 gold. Ugh. Okay. Just need to keep replacing cataphracts, even if we lost what? We lost 4. Yeah. Definitely want to underlimber you. Or upgrade you, but I don't have an order. It's unfortunate. Yeah. Feeling pretty good though. I mean, killed his poly. Feels like he's pretty light on troops here. Once we stabilize and get mangonels up, we can just start pushing. Definitely not going to go on any adventures. Yeah, he can hit with these 2 onagers. That's it. He will probably come kill this mangonel with something. Not sure what. Polyvolley, I think, is the best thing he has to kill that. He's also really light on horsemen, which he's rushing out here so that he can keep a poly here. Okay. It's a workable turn. And I think our target is monetary reform, which, sorry, not monetary, coin debasement, which lets me buy and sell orders. It'll be like 200, 300 gold an order, but with Trade League, then should be pretty viable. Feeling pretty good about this. All right.
All right, turn 106. 15 dead. So my massed units up here are dead. This line of owner juice has been promoted to another line of, let's figure out how to say it. Mangonal? Let's find out again.
Mangonal.
Mangonal. It's like 2 G's. It's spelled M-A-N-G, but it's pronounced M-A-N-G-G again. Mangonal. Okay. Try to keep that in mind as we move forward. A line of mangonals in there. This isn't super dense for units, but it's a lot. I mean, we've got 3 siege engines set up there. There's 4 more mangonals back here. There's another siege engine set. These aren't set up, so they can't attack, but they've been generated here. That one can't attack either. I mean, we're going to punch a hole in some of this, but we're probably trading at 3 to... I mean, what was last turn? We killed like 7 or 8, maybe even 6 or 7, and we lost 15 for it. All right, we were hoping to get Barding. We didn't get it. So we have to take another tech instead. These techs are all bad for me. I don't need battle line ever in this game. I do need ballistics, but we didn't get offered it. I do need manor, but we didn't get offered it. I do not need architecture at all in this game. I do not need Lantine Sail at all in this game. So that means I have to take the cheapest tech for a reroll, which is monasticism. So there we go. I don't think the way my units match up to his units right now allow me to sit back. Like, I could just stop throwing units into here, but the problem with that is I don't have a ranged answer to his mangonals, since I would need my own, and even then, the fact that he can strike with the cataphracts and I don't have a response to, I don't have my own cataphracts to counter his siege units, seems pretty bad here. So what option is there besides to continue to throw units into there? I think we take a semi-light turn here. These are not immediately in range. We take a turn of essentially killing what we can from, especially focusing these cataphracts, but to a lesser degree the Kushite cab as well. And then try to move up the Polyboloses, which is our unit that does something. Try to get them a little bit closer to our opponent here. We hit strong legendary culture in here, and I would like to start some of those wonders. But I don't think we can afford either of them right now, right? The 2 wonders that unlock here that we care about are Pantheon, which isn't even that great for us, which we could afford actually. Circus Maximus, which is quite good for us. That's decent too, the Colossus. Anyway, let's do that. So we need to kill as many of these cataphracts that we can, as we can, here. And then the rest of this turn needs to be a worker consolidation and military movement turn. So we want to get cheap picks in here if possible. And if we can trade disposable units for non-disposable units, that would be great, but I can't. That fort is actually doing a lot of work. My opponent didn't think his forts were doing a lot of work. I think they're doing a ton of work. So we can kill that with those two. What's the pop-up? Fucking troll. All right, we can get a hostile religion now at legendary culture in the capital. All right, Octavius can become a commander or a schemer. Take a schemer. 15, sadly. And we have access to a law that doesn't help us. Not true. Holy War, all cities. Does this law help us? I read this. Okay, all cities plus 1 random promotion for new units. That's fine. Costs us 12 science a year, which is less than fine, but promotions are good. Random promotions are less good, but they're still useful. State religion cities can hurry units with money. We don't have state religion. Or all cities grove 2 science. Holy city, 5 gold per year. This costs us 48 military training per turn. Gives us standing with one of our families. How many groves do we have? This is like the first game I've ever built groves. I think we probably have like 10. 1. 2. 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. 8 with the potential for another 3. It's probably not worth it. Okay, so of those two, dude, I do really appreciate the 40 family standing. Is this a temporary boost or like permanent? Okay, so we need horses, which we don't have. We didn't get the tech roll we needed, which means we are probably 15 to 17 turn. I don't know. 10 to 15 turns from barding. 3 for this. This is, the cost of this is 1,500. So it's 10 turns of tech at our current tech rate, plus the 3 here. We're probably 13 turns away from cataphracts. I don't have access to inquiries anymore. We have decent science income from specialists, but you can see what the total is. The total is not really doing it. We will steal every 3 turns for about double our science per turn. So every 3 turns, we're generating another 240. All right, so 2 turns from this is 240. We'll have generated 3,200 or 33,000, 320 even. That was tough to say for some reason. So in 2 turns, what was it? About 240 and 320. So about 560, which will have completed this and will leave us 1/15, about 100 into 150, call it, into the other 1,500. It's probably closer to like 8 turns, 8 or 9 turns. I don't think I can survive 8 or 9 turns of this. Just looking around and see what I'm losing to. I think it's just religion at this point, right? We're behind in cities. He's at 14. We're on 11. So that matters. But that in of itself isn't that super worrying. It's what can he do per city? And the answer has been, I'm not seeing like a shit ton of monasteries. There's a temple. Temple monastery. Jewish, Jewish, Jewish. Jewish, 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 Jewish. So he's got pretty much perfect spread of his religion. I'm sure he worked at that, but every one of his cities except for that, oh, that's the holy site of it. Every one of his cities has his religion, which means that's a set of 14 orders for having a state religion. So the Kushite calves stopped us entirely in the mid-game. It took us a long time to get to a point where we were able to contest those. And we really never got there because unfortunately legionaries in this game have not been good. I produced a lot of Hystastus with the thought that they would save us, and they did. Fortified Hystastus pretty much prevented the push into us, or Testatos or whatever it's called, Hystastus on forts rather, which prevented the push into us. But a lot of this other stuff really didn't matter, right? Like our siege engines were not particularly relevant. And we spent a lot of military production building these units, which I thought were cheaper than were. They're 50% more in axes. I'm not sure they were actually that beneficial again, hilariously. The inquiry stuff was very good for the time that we were running it. I didn't mind the capital not being a military production hub. I felt it a little bit, but I also felt that we had a pretty good growth in the city, pretty good settler production for a long time. And then switching it into the production of projects was pretty solid as a start. We sniped a lot of the wonders with our good early quarrying, but it didn't really seem to help us that much. The wonders in this game are sometimes a little unimpactful. I think Acropolis is probably good for us. I'm not quite sure how much it ended up giving us. Probably about a half point per city, but really there was that one turn. I want to go back and watch that replay of it. The one turn where we had a culture event here where we could have taken my opponent's religion here, which I didn't want to do because generally if you take your opponent's religion, we'll do it here. I'll demonstrate this. So let's say we took this, right? Which we took Zoroastrianism in Rome. Okay. All right. Now, Zoroastrianism is minus 60, or rather, Orator leader spread Zoroastrianism. You don't follow. Wait, it's not their state religion, I guess. Yeah, so that's the one I was looking for. War with Jewish nation tribes. But I guess my opponent's not Zoroastrian. So we'd have this here now. So this would allow us to build a disciple. No, it doesn't allow me to build a disciple. Apparently that has to be the holy city or one of the texts. See, my point is this. We were never able to get a religion, even though we worked towards it in a couple locations. And the one time we maybe could have got a religion was here if I'd understood that I had to have a hostile religion in my borders. Now, the problem with taking a hostile religion is there's downsides to doing it. Now, it looks like he never was Zoroastrianism. I don't remember which spread it was here. I'd have to go back and watch. But the prerequisite for Christianity was having a city that had Judaism. Now, I assumed that meant a city on the map, but apparently it meant my city to be Jewish, which is kind of rough. So I never had an option to a religion. And the problem with that is religion would have been another set of orders per city. So if we look at his religion gives him, I don't like that one personally, but that's okay. I don't like that one either. So he's gotten science per year per religion, but I normally take the extra order from temples, half order from temples. So currently all of his cities, I doubt he has many cathedrals, although we could look. I doubt he has cathedral tech. Is there a way to label these? That's that. I don't want current yield, although maybe that's useful too. Is this only my current yields? Only my current yields. Doesn't do it for his. Doesn't show his improvements either. It's weird. I wonder if that's a performance thing. Hoping to see if I could spot any cathedrals easily. But anyways, he probably doesn't have cathedrals right now, so he's probably not getting the full value out of his stuff. And I would have chosen different tenets. But nevertheless, he's got a fully enhanced religion that is spread to every one of his cities. And at the very least, it's state religion, which is +1 order per city on 13 cities, which is a lot. And there's science in these as well. And his faction has access to inquiries in his Sage City seat, which is this city. So we're going to be behind in science for the rest of the game. And he's already got the late game tech, so he's already ahead of us in science, and it's already punishingly hard to push into this. His Kushite calves stalemated us in the mid game. And I needed this push to be just a little bit more impactful. The crossbows have turned out to be decent cataphract counters. The polyboluses are just, this unit just seems insane to me. Like, stupid good. Just kills everything. I mean, look at this. This is an anti-range promoted unit, but it just like decimates cav too. Anyway. But without religion, I'm falling behind in orders, science. Later on, it will be production, although there's still plenty of tiles for us to improve, so it's probably not the end of the world in the production. And then the big problem for me is family standing here. So one of the big modifiers you get is if we look here, so this is Judaism, right? Where do I see the standing of Judaism to each faction? There's a way to do that, I believe. So I need to look at her and her relative. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can actually see his standing with that. But the point is, he can use the happiness from the matriarch of that family, her relationship, and then the religion's relationship to him will be a happiness boost for all the families that follow that religion. And we are suffering right now. Like, our orator doesn't give us anything because we can't keep our family happiness up. And even with a huge investment of luxuries, repeated bribes for family gifts, prioritizing diplomat positions, and there's one other thing I forgot what it is. It's just saying it as a big deal list. Anyways, all the things we're doing to manage happiness are not enough without the religion on top of that. So the question is this a concede now because none of the things look better for us longer? Or is this like a 1-turn consolidate or 2-turn consolidates? How many polybolus is this? 1, 2, 1 horse, 3rd polybolus, 4th polybolus. How many crossbows? 1. Crossbows are okay horse counter. I didn't have a counter to his mangonels. These infantry troops just didn't do anything. Besides stopping me from dying to Kushite calves, they did nothing afterwards. I tried the spears as like a really cheap production to help fight the units, but it's not enough range damage. Like, I can't kill his units. I can't get deep enough into his lines without some sort of range damage. Maybe I'm gonna have to fucking reevaluate archers. They seem so bad to me, but not having range damage here at all until late stirrups just doesn't cut it. And you're always going to be stuck on onagers. I just got to build less of these. I don't think they're very good in large groups. Just a couple. It's probably enough. Crossbows were better than expected. I actually think I haven't used these enough to know, but I feel like these might actually be good. I don't care about Pierce 2 that much, but I do care a lot about anti-mounted 3. Do these do anything? No. They're just ranged attackers. At 8 strength. The horse archers were okay, they just were never good enough, right? The 6 mounted strength was a real problem when fighting everything. And I mean, at this stage, we're fighting 10 combat strength and 8 combat strength, but we've been fighting 8 combat strength since like turn 40. I don't know what turn these Kushite started rolling out, but it was really early. And there was a lot of them. So I doubt we're dead this turn, but it's probably like 4 turns, right? Because it's going to be I retake my forts back up, kill a couple cataphracts this turn, move all these things closer. Ah, man, I don't know if I should give up here or not. I mean, the polybolas actually counter these as well. Fuck, maybe it's 1 more turn. Maybe. All right, I mean, I'll trade crossbows for cataphracts all day long. A 1-to-1. No, it's not quite a 1-for-1. So what does this look like? Looks like us killing this unit, us killing that unit. I think I'm talking myself into going 1 more turn. I don't know why. Anyway, we get 2 cataphracts. I don't think so. Oh wait, I forgot we have siege shots. Did that other one not do a half damage? No, it did. So now we one-shot that, right? Yeah. think I want to kill that. Is there a cheap way to do that? Can throw some spears at it. So funny, Horsebane's spear. 2.5 damage. So that is a horse archer plus this crossbow, right? 2 horse archers, it looks like. So this could be those 2 tiles or these 2 tiles. We're going to lose the archers we put over there. This has 3. I basically have 3 attacking tiles plus ranged units there. And I need 2 horse archers to kill that if I go that route. Could be a melee. Can I get a spear over there? No for that one. No for that one. Anything doing more than 2.5 damage to this thing? 3 off the legionary. 3.5 off that one. That could be 6.5. And then horse archers, 2 and 2, 1.5. 6.5 and 2 and 1.5 is enough, right? So that goes there. And watch those siege engines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are 1 tile away, so that's fine. That's probably the one I want to promote. So we take that hit last. It's there. 2 and 1.5 is enough. I think I'd talk myself into staying another turn. Not sure that's a great idea, but okay. I have to do 2 damage, which is 2 of these still. I think that's as far in as we get to go here. And the rest of this is just consolidation. Unsure of the priority of repairing this. But I think we're going to have enough combat moves to move our military closer anyways. Have to resend the luxury too, that's funny. All right, anything else? Yeah, this one. What is this? Anti-ranged, right? this has got to come closer. Where? Maybe there. Maybe here. We have any generals we can slap on these? We probably do. Unconvinced. Waiting for the next turn is going to help us. Got 1 million workers not working. But I can't afford to make them work right now. Need lumber. All right, what can these units move for? Strike's a good one on a horse. We need to pacify a city or give a family gift. Family gift is 40, pacify is 20 value. And we've got that Lux to give. Both cost 2 though. So Lux important. What was it? Honey? Yeah, it matters to the Claudius family quite a bit. All right. 1 action left. Who knows? We need to insert some spy masters at some point, but can't be this turn. I mean, we'll see. We lost 15 units this turn. We killed 3. 1, 2, 3. It does not seem like the return shot we'd have liked to made here. All right, what are we building here? More horsemen? Probably. Every other city wants to invest in crossbows and polybolus. Short wood and iron. And to a lesser degree, food. Rushing more units. I'm gonna have to build food. That's funny. First time in a long time building horses. This was with decrees. Ouch. All right, what's the polybolus cost us? What's the crossbow cost us? Same cost. Making good iron. Polybolus is better. I think there's similar production cost. Let's look. 120, 100. All right, am I rushing any of these at 840? Are we? I think we're going to take random promotion. It hoses our science, but I don't think our science matters because I don't think we're getting to the next tech before the game ends. I wonder if I should have invested in these windmills earlier. I don't know. I don't remember how long ago I got the tech. Must have been a while ago. But it's tough to get 12 workers over there or whatever it was. I mean, we've taken advantage of them. It's not sure. One order. One order will carry over, so I'm not worried about it. I think that's all we can do this turn. Besides rush units. I don't think there's a reason to rush units. Rush specialists. With gold, but we're kind of out of gold right now. So it's probably that. Is a 9-year horseman better than a 5-year half an order? It's hard to imagine either mattering. I might need the food next turn. Yeah. All right, send it back. Long turn, but recapping the game because I'm pretty sure we're out of the game now. Could promote here, could back up. Kind of like backing up on this unit.